Well, guys, I thought it was a hard-fought road game in the ACC. Give Pitt a lot of credit. Obviously, they took us down to the wire. I thought they outplayed us in the first half. Certainly, we didn't make shots. And one thing I told our guys, if you stay the course and you continue to take the good shots and obviously start defending in the second half and not putting them on the free throw line, I felt like we could win the game. I thought our conditioning kicked in late in the game. When you look at it, the roles kind of flipped. I think Pitt finished the game missing the last 13, 14 threes, and then we made some shots at the end. And I thought Al Freeman did a good job of sealing the game. So proud of these guys. Great road win. Obviously, this is a tough conference, and anytime you can get a road win, it's a goal.
Pitt's a team, Kevin, with with the 9 first-time D1 players. They haven't won a game in almost a month. Was there a feeling among you and among your guys that if you could close that gap and be within a few points of be leading in the final few minutes, that you could get them into an unfamiliar spot where they maybe wouldn't be as effective?
Well, I think where people make a mistake in college basketball, if you look at the team you're playing, if you look at their record. Obviously coming in, and Pitt hasn't won a conference game yet. I watched a lot of tape, and those guys that continue to play hard. The example game that I thought I look back at is they gave Virginia Tech everything they wanted on the road. But we did know that they had some young players, and if we could stay close and inch away at it, I felt like that they may get tight at the end. And I don't know if that happened. I just thought we made plays.
Do you think, though, that was why the press was effective? It seemed like they got sped up. Even if they weren't turning the ball over, they were taking quick shots when they got it down.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird deal because I thought the tempo of the game was in our favor the whole game. When you look at the first half, it's the weirdest stat I've ever seen. We were down 10, but we had taken 43 shots, and they only had taken 26. And I think the difference was obviously the free throw line because they made shots at the free throw line.
They switched over to a zone about 14 minutes left, and even with that, you guys struggled from beyond the arc, yet it was 3 3-pointers that kind of sealed the deal with this game under 4 minutes. Was that the idea in staying the course, just taking those wide open shots on the perimeter for the day?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a group in there that that could make shots, and as I said before, ideally I don't come to any game hoping we take 35 shots. When you look at it, I thought a good portion of those shots were really good rhythm shots. They just didn't go in. But, with me, I try to give my guys offensive confidence. If you miss shots, that's okay, as long as you play on the defensive end. Perfect example, I think Al Freeman in the first half was 1 of 4-11. And then he came out in the second half, he hit a big 3, and then he made 4 free throws to seal the game. 2 free throws.
Well, what did you see, Kevin, from your team and from the game, even when you guys were down 10, 15, that kind of made you think to yourself, okay, I feel like we have a chance at that?
Yeah, we didn't panic. It's easy for this team. Obviously in year one, I'm trying to develop culture, and I've got a lot of guys on my team that, they lost the last 10 or 11 games last year in the ACC, and majority of those were road games. But what I saw was some guys that believed that they could win the game, and I just told them to stay the course. If we can defend, we'll win, and I thought we did a good job late doing that.
How were you able to defend without taking more fouls in the second half?
Well, we changed their ball screen coverage. They were doing a good job, and we started downing on the side, kind of keeping them on the sideline more than we did in the first half, and I think they struggled with that a little bit.
Beverly is 1 for 10, 1 for 11, and then hits the go-ahead. Talk about giving your guys confidence. Is that a confidence shot for him? Do you really think that's going in when he shoots the step back to put you up?
Yeah, I was disappointed because that last shot he took, that he shot an air ball, I thought it was going to go in. Our guys understand that they have tremendous offensive freedom. And he's going to be a fun player for me to coach for the next 3 years also. But he's a guy that can make shots, and we were going to live with whatever he did, and he stepped up and made big shots. And, I was happy with it. I had no problem with him taking those shots.
Is this a team that has seen a lot of zone looks, considering the struggles you guys had from 3 this year?
Well, stop telling everybody we're struggling for 3.
Just looking at the numbers.
Yeah, we've seen everything. Obviously when you played, I don't know, how many games is this for us? 21 games. But we've seen zone, we've seen a little bit of everything. So, we anticipated that we were going to see a lot of zone today, and we did. We just didn't make them. At one point, I had my best three-point shooting team in there, Amir included, and Sam Hunt, and we still didn't make shots.
Kevin, did you guys know that Wilson Frame sort of had the ability to get as many points in a bunch like that as he did, or did that kind of surprise you at all?
No, I mean, listen, when you're a ACC player, you're capable of anything. We don't, every guy we come in, we take him serious, and obviously he had an unbelievable night, especially in the first half. But, not surprised. I mean, they're a good basketball team. They're young. They'll get better, but, everybody's capable of scoring.
You guys thought that the shooting was relentless in the last 5 minutes. Did you think you had a chance, although Pitt was down, knowing that they're a young and inexperienced team?
Yeah, that factored in, and I told them, I didn't know if this would happen. I said if we get the game close, because they got some young guys, they may make some mistakes. And I felt like they made a few turnovers at the end. I thought they rushed some shots. When you got a young team and we were down 10 and 11, I thought some of those guys took knockout shots instead of just staying the course, and obviously they let us back in the game.
Coach, how did Omer keep himself involved in the game despite the foul troubles early in the first half?
He didn't play any defense in the second half, that's how. And I was yelling at him, saying, will you defend, please? I said, with about 5 minutes to go in the game, I told him, I said, you only got 3 fouls, you're not going to foul out now. And so I think he realized at that point. I thought he should have blocked the shot when the kid, made a layup. But, at times you're going to have to put your best players on the floor with 2 and 3 fouls and trust that they not foul out of the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Kevin.
Safe travels tonight.